How you doing, and welcome back to another day in Calvin Autograss. So where we left off yesterday was we were sanding this jalopy down. I've come over, probably been here about half hour, and I've got half of this side done. I've now run out of sanding pads completely. I've still got to do this rear quarter and here, but I'll get them ordered and then that could be a Thursday job. So this is a bolt off shell. So one there, so I'm through that, one on the other side, one down there. That's all it's holding it on at the moment. So we'll get the shell off, put that outside, and then what else? Then we need to clean it out because as you can see there, it is full of shit, literally. So we're going to get that clean, in and out, clean up this workshop because it is a mess. Get the F20 situated, everything like that, go through all the parts, and then yeah, when we get into something exciting, I might put you on tripod so I'm going to clean up, and we'll pick it up from there. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so it's all cleaned out. I've got a gnarly rust hole, and a hole, but rust down there, but I've got some extra primer for that. But yeah, considering it's been sat around for I don't know how long, not too bad. Obviously wire wheels in places and that, give it a nice clean up, should be grand. So yeah, and I've also cleaned the F20 box as well. That's just the casing at the moment, so that's all clean. But now I've got to sort out this monstrosity in here. So all of that's going down to my other garage, same with that shit, and then we work out what we got left kicking around and then have a little tidy up, I suppose. Yeah, and then we bring this back in, pull everything out, take it back out, re-clean it, and then take all the arms and that off ready for tomorrow for paint. So yeah, let's go, let's get it. Right then, you lovely lot, so it's now in. I started stripping out the wiring, and then I realised, I ain't give you boys an update. I got carried away. So there's the wiring. It is being done to quite a high standard. That it's a shame that it's been sat around for so long. It probably won't work. Like going around this whole chassis. It's going around the whole chassis. Oh, mind me, fucking hell. Like these silly things like they make so much of a difference. Like they're all cable tied up, so like these are for the brake lines. Drop me bolt, no, whatever it ain't, took it. So they're there for the brake lines, so like it's got a path it follows, so it's all done thought of properly, like really well. Obviously already washed it out, but obviously reminiscence of old shit. So the plan is to get the seat out and the firewall, and then push it back outside. I'll push it back outside and then give it a wash again, and then I'll get the airline and then blow it out through there, and then what I do is bring it back in, jack it up, and then get you on a time lapse, and then we start taking suspension off and everything like that, because then that's where it's going to stay for today. Well, I don't even know what time it's 12:30, so yeah, I'm flying along really for what I wanted to do today. So if I get this all done, then I can actually run a couple of errands I've got to do tomorrow, so that probably works out pucker. So I could be left at a point where tomorrow I come in, prep it and paint it, and then yeah, then that'll be like day 2 done sort of thing. So it's coming along quite well, but I ain't gonna say too much because I end up biting myself in the arse somewhere along the line. So yeah, right, I'll leave it here and I'll pick you up when we're on a time lapse taking all this monstrosity apart. So yeah, see you in a minute. Right, so we have just rinsed her off again. There's loads more shit come out of it. So yeah, but I've got to run a wire wheel around in there once it's all taken apart and everything like that. And yeah, I just ran down to Greg's. We all know I love a Greg's. That's just sponsor me. So we've got a sausage roll, cheese and beans, and a roll. And then that's the lunchtime update of the Greg's. So Right, I'll pick you up in a minute when we push it back in and strip it apart. 2 minutes. Alright, you lovely lot. Let's strip this front end. So there's a lot of Allen keys and nylocks and brake lines and all sorts, but it's got a cushy little setup on this. So it's got an adjustment on there, and then obviously you've got your two-way adjustables on there, and then I'm guessing that swivels out and pushes more and whatnot. Rack's pretty good. There's a little bit of play in it, but that's to be expected. Obviously brake lines and that. Let's put you on a time lapse and get this old sucker torn apart. See you in a minute. Right, as you see from that very long time lapse of me undoing everything, I've actually got steering rack out now as well. Yeah, basically it's pretty simple. One there, one there. If you've never done it before, not spitting eggs if you have. So you got one there, one there, one there, one there. Undo that, undo shock mount, brake line, all comes out unless you're doing the arms and that. But in all fairness, it is very rusty, if you can see. So the likelihood of undoing them very easily was not very easy, so I chose to undo them. I've kept all the bolts in the same place so I don't lose them. These will actually be, what the hell's going on there? See what I mean? Look. Anyway, this is actually going fluorescent yellow, these arms, so that'll be interesting, see what that looks like. So I'm going to do this one off camera, and then when we go to do the back, we'll flip you back on the time lapse, because I don't want to make it too repetitive and boring. And I've had to put a bit of weight in there because it kept running away. And then when we go to do the back, same principle. Yeah, it's a bit of a gig this. So yeah. Whew, right. Let's do the other side and crack on. See you in a minute. Alright, so it's been a couple of hours since I picked you lot up. It's probably been about 2 seconds for you. I've had to run to work, grab a tool, come back to work here, and it's just been an ordeal. Dad come over and dropped off the polythene so that we can paint the chassis tomorrow. Yeah, we're falling a little bit behind again. But this side's all out, ready to go. So that's a bonus on that. So like I said, I'm going to show you how to do this side. And then we should be pretty much on point for tomorrow then. It's just the pedal box and the steering wheel to come out. And then it'll be a bare chassis again. So yeah, I shall see you in a minute. Alright, and just like that, it's a bare chassis. I've got to take that off, the steering wheel out and the pedals, and then grind all this rust off with a wire wheel, and then she's ready to be painted tomorrow. So yeah, it's not bad for a day's going. What I'll do is I'll leave this off today, so this is day one, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow, see where we get to. So see you in the morning. Good afternoon and welcome back to another Dean Colvin Autograss part 2, day 2. Don't know why I'm saying Dean Colvin Autograss, because we only just taken over from yesterday. So, I had a bit of a late start to today. I've had to run some errands this morning to get where I am now. So it is, time check, 1 o'clock. Car is somewhat prepped. That's how I'm going to do it. I could do a sandblasting really, but that ain't in the budget. I ain't got the money for that. So we're just going to make it look as pretty as possible. So obviously I've got a pile of parts over there I've got to go through, and yeah, so cool. Without further ado, let's get on it. So, mixing station for today. So we're trying this new thing called Rocket. Where is it? Paint Rocket. Oh, apparently you put that in with it, and then that goes rock hard. So, I don't know. I'll put what it said in there. This is the colour we're going. Same colour as the Nova. And then, yeah, all the lacquer in the world. So, let's get after it. Right, so it's been a bit of a slow one today, just for the fact that obviously I've been painting today. So as said, throughout the days, one will be good, one will be bad, and then vice versa, yada yada. So tomorrow we will be basically remounting the car back together. As you see in the time lapse, it's all done, and yeah, this is the finished piece. It's the first time painting a chassis like this. I've never done one, and I'll tell you what, it was fun. I prefer doing this than what I did cars. It's just so much easier, and yeah, I think it came out quite well. And I thought I'll bring in, I started having a little dabble, and this is what I come up with so far with the flow yellow arms. Obviously they need another coat, but I just wanted to see what they turn out like. So I think they're coming out pretty well. I reckon that with that and the blue, that's going to look the fucking nuts. Obviously it has got a bit of anodised gold, so I might see if I can polish all that up as well while I'm there. But this is the paint I'm using. It's pretty cool stuff. As I say, that's 1 can. I've probably used half a can so far, and that's done that. Obviously I use a white base coat, but yeah, obviously I'm going to lacquer it with a gun and everything like that, do it all properly, but that's the tomorrow job. So what I'm going to do is let this cure overnight, and then go from there. It's getting dusty, bless her. Yeah, let it cure overnight and then go from there, and then tomorrow we're going to paint the arms and then reassemble it. And then tomorrow I should have a roller, and then Thursday my plan is to paint the shell. So we're gonna have to get the shell in here and then paint that, and then once that's done we'll put the engine in this. So all systems go at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here for today. So this is day 2 done, and then see what we can get into tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. How you doing, you lovely lot, and welcome back to day 3. So today on the agenda we're going to paint the rest of the arms and etc, and build it all back up, so it's a roller. So then tomorrow we can get onto another episode, but you do have to wait for that one, I'm afraid. So this is today is going to be the last of this series, this adventure, and then we're going to roll over to another one. But what do you think? Tidy, innit? Right, I'll be back in a second. Oh, sorry, I don't know where I left off, but there you go. Still lovely. That's the pole that's got to be painted black in a minute, and then that's the pole that's going flow yellow, and these are the ones that I did a test pass on last night, and it didn't come out too bad, to be honest. So yeah, let's get these bad boys sanded down and then paint them flow yellow. I'll pick you up in a minute. I've been really bad at this today. I've already picked you up. I've had a right shit show of a day. I painted, well, I thought, cushy, I'll reassemble it tomorrow and everything like that, forgetting that I never painted all the lower arms and everything last night before I went home. I could see it. So I've had to paint them today, and it just ain't drying. They're finally dry now, but I'm at the point where it's 6 o'clock in the evening, I think, ish, around that. I lied, 4:30, and it looks like that. It looks like a bomb's gone off. But in hindsight, they turned out alright. They're not the best. I'm never painting this flow shit ever again. It's just a fucking mess. The black ain't drying, so that'd be tomorrow. That'd probably be dry. They ain't quite dry, so that'd probably be tomorrow. Yeah. So this is my workshop floor at the moment, completely mess. They're all clean, ready to go back together, but they're not dry, so I can't put them back together. And then I've got a bundle of shit over here that I've got to sort out as well. So we're doing really well today. No. So my plan was tomorrow to paint the shell. So then Saturday I could put the engine in, and Sunday I could have a day off. But it seems like that's gone peaked on. So therefore, tomorrow I'm reassembling that. Then once that's rolling, I can get that monstrosity in here, and then we can paint it. So I ain't gonna say nothing, but hopefully we'll have better luck tomorrow and go from there really. But yeah, day 3 gone downhill. See what tomorrow brings. See you tomorrow. Yo, welcome back. I know yesterday I said, it's going to be ending this one, but I didn't get to where I wanted to, so it wasn't the end. So bonus footage. So today, everything's somewhat dry. This paint shit, this fluorescent shit. I'll never use it again. It just takes too much. Don't get me wrong, it looks good, but no, I ain't up for it. I ain't gonna use it again. What else? I've got one Duff Rose joint. I have been supplied one. Oh, I have been given one, so I've got one. What else? It's a matter of just bolt it all back together now and make it a roller so I can get the shell in. But I've got loads of black paint on the floor and that's letting it dry. Other than that, I think we're singing along. So what I'm going to do is assemble one side because I've had a brain fart and forgot how to do it. Or not forgot how to do it, misplaced the bolts. Or I've put the bolts all in one place. So I need to work out what bolts are what and where goes what, and then when I go to do the other side to assemble it, I'll pick you up and we'll film it, put it on time lapse. I might have just talk to you actually. Hello. And then we go from there. Alright, see you in a minute. Right then, you lovely lot. So let's put this side together. I've already done the other side, but it's only hand tight, just so I can make it settle to where I want it, and then nip it all up, make sure the steering rack's in the same place, etc. Yeah, so losing a few years as well, I'll tell you that, for I think it's been a long week so far. So right, anyway, I'm gonna stop crying about it and let's get after it. Alright, so I don't know how much that actually filmed with that. I heard it go beep 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 and I think it might have cut it off, but as you can see, it chipped a bit there. I was pretty fucking pissed off, so I've got to quickly buzz that over when it's all done. And over there, turns out I had these round the wrong way. Ain't the end of the world, still looks smart, but hey ho. Yeah, shock's in. I've got to swap that one around because me being me, I put it in the wrong way, like I said. Other than that, that is the front end situated, and then we're going to move on to the back end, and then it'll be a roller, and then see if we can't get the shell in today. That's the plan. See you in a minute. Right, so that's all the front put together now. I did do a time lapse, but I cut out again. I don't know why it's messing around with the time lapse even for some reason. What I'm going to do, same as I did on this one, I'm going to figure it out, change the battery out on this, and then put one side together on the time lapse. So I'll figure one side out, and then we go from there, and then we'll time lapse it. You get a time lapse, and then we go from there. And then yeah. Whew. What a day! What a day! This has been an ordeal, I'm telling you. This is really taking it out of me, but it looks pucker. That's all I can ask for. So I'll leave it here. I'll figure the one side out, and then I'll pick her up and we do a time lapse for the other. See you in a minute. Right, so we're on to the last side to make it rolling, and nonetheless, this has been an adventure. Definitely kicked my ass. And tested my patience at some point, but I think we're nearly back on track to where I wanted to be at the start of the week. Yeah, it's hard trying to film this and trying to get everything. I think I need to invest in, when I do this again, I need to invest in someone to come help me do it, because this has been a challenge nonetheless, but we're overcoming it, we're getting it done, and yeah, without further ado, watch me struggle. These rear arms come out shit, by the way. The paint is absolutely terrible. Never painted with the flow paint, never going to paint with flow paint again, so it is what it is. It looks alright from a picture. When you look at it in person, it's going to be shit, but live and you learn. Yeah, I'm just going to stop rambling now and watch me struggle put this on, because that one was an absolute prick, so this ain't going to be much better. See you in a minute. Alright, so we come to the end of the day, and I'll show you the finished article. Alright, so that is the finished article. Yeah, don't know what to say really. I've got 5% left on the battery, and I'm going to leave this one here. So if you like this one, give it a like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you next week in a bizzle.